Let me start by welcoming our guests out here who are going to join us to discuss this through. Manishankar Iyer, Senior Congress Leader, it's great to have you with us, and we're going to be getting your views on what you think Pranab Da is going to actually do on Monday morning. Sitting next to him, P.N. Vijay, who's the head of the BJP's economic cell. He's going to be, I'm not very sure whether you're going to be wanting them to do sensible stuff or wanting them to do bad stuff so that the BJP can come back. Okay, you're hoping that they are going to do sensible stuff. Next to him, Kiran Karnik, it's a pleasure to have you with us. You're, of course, former president of NASSCOM, still involved with Satyam for the moment at any rate, and will be telling us what do you think industry will really be hoping for and which is going to be happening. Dr. Subir Gokarn, great to have you with us, one of the country's top economists and is chief economist at S&P for Asia and Pacific, so great to have you with us. Gaurav Taneja is Director Ernst & Young, but has been the person who's been looking after tax, so you are the person all of us are going to come to with our tax queries if he does have a simplification. You're also going to tell us whether he is phasing out FBT or he is not, and very shortly. And we're going to be joined in just a couple of minutes by Gurudas Dasgupta, who is going to be telling us what the left thinks Pranab Da should be doing and what he shouldn't be doing. And if the economic survey is anything to go by, he may well be doing lots of things that the left thinks he shouldn't be doing. But first, Manishankar Iyer, is there a sense in the party that this is the right time to have a big bang budget? A big mandate, a sweeping mandate, 5 years to go for the next election, economic crisis taking place around the world. If ever there was a time to grasp then whichever nettle needed to be grasped, it's now.
Well, it's not the party that writes the budget. It is essentially the finance minister who writes the budget. And finance ministers have an option of either making some changes or effecting a radical governance change. The radical governance change which I would hope for is to shift from a focus on accelerated growth to a focus on inclusive growth. I don't know whether such a paradigm shift will or will not take place, but I do want to underline that the economic survey is not a government document. It is a relatively independent document, and it does not follow at all, and it never has in the past, that what the economic survey recommends is necessarily what the finance minister would wish to do.
P.N. Vijay, is there something almost slightly bizarre in that here you have this big official document with the Ashoka Chakra on it, but it's still not a government document and does not necessarily... Quite often the economic survey is seen as something which all the economists and everyone at the finance ministry would like to do, but they can't do because then politics comes in. Is that a fair way of looking at it? Or should it be treated as, in some way, a prescriptive document?
Well, Vikram, I believe that the economic survey, at least my impression, is a document submitted by the government in Parliament. So to that extent, it has a certain sanctity about it. I would agree, having seen things from somewhat from inside, that it's not possible that whatever the economic survey says, the budget would do. But I would really hope, as a citizen of India, that the government is committed to a document which has an Ashok Chakra on it. And they may not do it tomorrow, but they have 5 years, and I hope it's a game plan or a roadmap to give a certain direction to the economy in the next 5 years.
But it's never happened before, and it's an interesting point to look at. Why doesn't it happen in the NDA regime? Again, the economic survey would come out time after time, say very sensible things, and the budget would not address any of them.
I think it's a mistake. I think whatever it is, the government should say things in the economic survey which are broadly government policy, may not be the detail. If it's not government policy, otherwise it will lose credibility. People will just think it's a few economists sitting and writing it. I don't think it should be so. It's a political document in my view.